Hello, troopers, and welcome back to G.A.R Productions, and welcome back to a worst to first list. It's been a while. I'm excited to get back into doing a few, and excited with this one, 2008 to 2013 worst to first Separatist sets. So it's going to be a little bit different than the last one. We did 2014 to 2019 droid sets. I did Separatist sets, so there'll be a few more that are kind of in there that might not necessarily just have droids, but they deal with Separatist leadership. You'll see that I still do favor more of the Separatist ground vehicles, so some of those sets are kind of lower on the list, maybe than they should be. Honestly, all these, I have 21 sets here. I have 20 in the list and then an honorable mention. I'll explain that in a moment. Very, very hard to choose. Definitely let me know down below where you guys would have had some of these rankings and what you guys think of them. But in the honorable mention spot, I have 7868 Mace Windu's Jedi Starfighter. The biggest reason I had that as an honorable mention, I really like the minifigure lineup. Of course, it has that amazing tactical droid that we've only got in that set, but due to it being more somewhat of a focus on Mace's Windu Starfighter and that being a bigger part of it and being the lion's share, that's what put it in the kind of the honorable mention spot, kind of a similar at the number 19 spot, but we'll get there in a second. Before we get there, though, at the bottom, I actually really like this set, but has some structural issues. Love to see an update to it, but 8016 Hyena Bomber comes in at the bottom of the spot. Not surprising. Some people love it, or like it at least. Some people not so like it. I like it, but I see why people don't like it, and I think it could do for an update. At the number 19 spot, as I was talking about, I have 7751 Ahsoka Starfighter versus Vulture Droid, kind of the similar space as Mace Windu Starfighter, putting it down here towards the list, a little bit more balanced with the Vulture Droid. Really like that Vulture Droid. Color kind of from the earlier Vulture Droid, which is my favorite design in the Clone Wars color scheme. I'd love to have that Vulture Droid, but I do not actually have that one in my collection. In the number 18 spot, I have 7748 Corporate Alliance Tank. I know some people will be sad about that, but I will admit, I think I've maybe mentioned it before, I am not a huge fan of, in particular, the Clone Wars style Corporate Alliance tank, and not really a huge fan of this set. I still think it's cool. It's cool for those clone troopers with the jetpacks, but yeah, not my, don't think it's the most amazing set. For personal reasons, I'd really love to see an actual movie design style Corporate Alliance tank that we really haven't gotten since 2005, but that's what kind of hurts it. And overall, I think the design could have been a little bit better, and that's what puts it back here at the 18th spot. Not that it's a bad set, just not my favorite. In the number 17 spot, mostly due to, I think it would have been nice to have another minifigure or two, 8095 General Grievous Starfighter. Really solid design set, but again, kind of 5 Lowland Clones just did a video if you want to check it out. He did a review on this set. Kind of hurts in the minifigure department. Probably could have used one or two more on that. Hopping into the number 16 spot, some people probably going to be, again, disappointed. Again, it's so hard to balance this list, but I have 7681, the Separatist Spider Droid, or the original homing Spider Droid. Mostly that just puts this down in the list. I think the other one's a much better design. Really nice minifigures with that Fox figure is definitely highly coveted, but just overall the design, I think there's better things out there, so that's what puts it down here at the 16th spot. Breaking into number 15, 7678 Droid Gunship. I remember really wanting this. I remember loving the Droid Gunship design as a kid, really wanting to get this set. I think the other Droid Gunships are superior by far, but this was, I think, a pretty good first design from LEGO and a very good design for its time. I don't think it holds up as well as the other Droid Gunships, but still a really good design, and gets it in here at the number 15 spot. Just ahead of that, I have 7673 Magna Guard Starfighter. Not something that a lot of people talk about, but is a Separatist set. Unfortunately, we only saw them in the Clone Wars movie. Would have been nice to see it more often, but not something we got to see, but still technically a Separatist set. Just a little bit above that, I think I kind of like the overall design and color scheme a little bit better. 8086 Tri-Fighter. What a significant design and color, color, but design, I think, improvement over the previous Vulture Droid in 2005. Really like this set. This is, I think, my first Separatist Starfighter, first or second one that I had, and still really enjoy this Tri-Fighter. At the number 12 spot, I do have 7752 Count Dooku's Solar Sailor. A really solid minifigure lineup. Decent design, definitely could maybe use an upgrade or a newer design, but still in here right about at the middle of the list. Just outside the number 10 spot, I have 75013 Umbaran Mobile Heavy Cannon. Really like this minifigure lineup, even if the 212 is a bit wrong colored. I really like this minifigure lineup, really like this set, and it just misses out on that top 10 spot. And the number 10 spot, I do have 7959 Geonosis Starfighter. Really solid design, actually looking to get this from my collection at some point. Really like the minifigure lineup is decent, but that's what kind of hurts it. Only 3 minifigures. Cody and Cody Monday. Could have been nice to get maybe one of Cody Monday's clones. No, it would have been a new design, but would have gone better with this set. And for that reason, 9491 Geonosis Cannon is in the number 9 spot because I think it does have a more flushed out and more accurate minifigure lineup with Barriss Offee, Commander Gree, a Geonosian and Geonosian Zombie Warrior. I think it's a little bit more flushed out and a little bit better, so that gets it at the number 9 spot. At the number 8 spot, really because I think the design looks really nice, especially for the time, 8036 Separatist Shuttle. Really like this set. Again, another one that's not in my collection that I'd like to get someday. Definitely, or even just, I'd really like them to make a new Centipede shuttle besides the Ghost 2 that they've made a couple of times. An actual just Separatist shuttle would be nice to make it again. But still a very, very nice set back when it came out. Really solid minifigure lineup. And going into the number 7 spot, we have our last set kind of from the Clone Wars Geonosis arc. We have the Battle for Geonosis. More specifically, a Separatist proton cannon with Captain Rex and Luminar and Duliana Bark Speeder thrown in. Really solid set. Really nice to get this Separatist anti-aircraft and artillery piece. Really nice design. Definitely, again, would love to see an upgraded design of it. Maybe a little bit more beefier size-wise to get a little bit more accurate, but still a very nice set and one I'm very happy to have in my collection. If you want to see that, you can check out my Separatist Droid Army video. Heading just outside the number 5 spot, in the number 6 spot, I have 75016 Homing Spider Droid. I think this what propels it so much further on the list. It's a significantly improved design over the first Homing Spider Droid, and the minifigure lineup is top-notch with a Clone Trooper, that amazing Stas Ali minifigure, and then some Super Battle Droids. Heading into our number 5 spot, I have 75015 Corporate Alliance Tank. I think this is a much better design. I think the minifigure selection is much improved. Really nice to have that. Of course, this is one of the last time, not the last time, but one of the last times we got a Jango Fett minifigure. So very, very nice to get him in that. In the number 4 spot, just outside the number 3, I have 7929 Battle for Naboo, or Droid Troop Transport with Jar Jar and a Gungan Warrior thrown in. This was one of the best, if not the best, army builder, Separatist army builders or Battle Droid army builders in 2012 is when it came out. I actually got a couple of these when they came out. One of my favorite Separatist sets, or technically Trade Federation, but still Separatist sets that LEGO has made, and definitely one of the best of all time, and in the number 4 spot here for the worst of first from 2008 to 2013. In the number 3 spot, I do have the Terror of the Republic Navy itself, 9515, the Malevolence. I think this set was maybe a little bit overdue, but being overdue, I think, to help the design be better. So a beautiful design, really nice minifigure lineup. Sad that this is the only Separatist warship that we have gotten. Definitely would love to see more Separatist warships be made by LEGO besides the MIDI scale Invisible Hand. But yes, really like this set. Very solid set, and here breaking the number 3. In the number 2 spot, just because I think that's just a really good quality product and quality and quantity of things in the set. 7670 Hailfire and Dwarf Spider Droid. Really solid Hailfire tank. Really nice Dwarf Spider Droid. This is the only one in that color scheme. Pretty nice little droid army builder, honestly, for the time. Really solid set. Love to see more Separatist stuff like this, especially with the dearth of Separatist sets that we've been having lately. And I do think it is the second best Separatist set due to just the overall decent design of the sets and the value for your money back then in, I believe, 2007. In the number 1 spot, I do think this is the best. I do apologize. A little bit of bias is coming through here because this is one of, if not my favorite Separatist sets of all time. I still think some people disagree. I think this design is held up as the best design of this vehicle that LEGO has made. That being 8018 Armored Assault Tank. I think this is by far the best design that LEGO has made for the Armored Assault Tank. This was the second one of 4 that they have made, and I think it is still the best. I do have one of these, and I actually plan, if I can, to actually get more of this design in particular because I do think it is that much superior due to other things. I think I've actually mentioned this before. If you do want maybe an updated design a little bit, you can actually get this AAT hole and stick the new turret from the newer 2020 AAT, and it actually looks very, very nice. It's kind of hilarious. But if you wanted to do that, you can. Just a little side note there. But this set was amazing. One of the only 2 sets to come with the Rocket Arm Super Battle Droids, the other one being that Battle of Geonosis. But very nice addition to get 3 of those here. I'm getting Master Yoda, a Clone Trooper, a solid set, and one of my favorite Separatist sets. And again, maybe a little personal bias, in my opinion, the best Separatist set from 2008 to 2013. So let me know down below in the comments what you think is the best Separatist set from this time span. Let me know what you don't agree with the list, and if you haven't already and you enjoyed the video, please consider leaving a like and subscribing and helping the channel grow. Really appreciate that. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll catch you guys next time.